In this video, I'll be reviewing your Pokemon, and more specifically, this video is a submission posted by Brandon in the YouTube My Mon text channel. It is located in the nirtheart Discord server, in the Pokemon Sleep category, in the YouTube My Mon text channel. Now, for the month of September, those of you who are members in the nirtheart Discord, I have given a special offer here to make a video reviewing 3 Pokemon if you post in there. So by becoming a YouTube member, not only do you get lifetime access to the nirtheart Discord starting month 1, even if you end the renewal right after you essentially become a YouTube member, get access to the Discord, and as long as you follow the rules, you keep the access even if you end that renewal. And so you also, for the time you are an active member, you get early access to new videos and priority reply to comments. Now, I reply to pretty much all of the comments, but I will be taking some extra consideration into your feedback and suggestions and all that stuff, which this series is kind of based on. So let's hop into these Pokemon that Brandon has posted. The first Pokemon is Dragonite. Dragonite is among the strongest Pokemon in the game. It's a pseudo-legendary, fan favorite, so it all makes sense. The nature on the Dragonite, though, is bold. That is a little bit unfortunate. It is hopefully going to be rescued by some of these sub-skills. And I can also highlight the ingredient list on this specific Dragonite is herb, corn, corn. Before we do anything else, we can hop onto my website. And funnily enough, last Pokemon I talked about was Dragonite here on the website. So we can locate the ingredient list, which is ABB. And the average value at level 60 of this ingredient list is 600. It's not too far behind the AAC or the AAB or the ABC, but overall, it is among the lowest value ingredient lists. But you shouldn't care too much about that. In this case, you can see you're farming a whole lot of corn. Greengrass corn is one of the most valuable ingredients in the game. And so overall, I would say it is the level 30 and the level 60 ingredient that is the most important. You can almost just not consider this and say, hey, I got a great corn farmer. But that is only the case if you actually plan on getting it to level 60, in which case you don't want herb corn. That's awkward. So let's hop back into the Dreams Simulator. This Dragonite is a funny one because of its sub-skills, which actually does redeem its nature. It's got, hey, hang on, I'm typing. Helping bonus and berry finding. So this is actually a very berry-centered Dragonite, and in addition, it has Ingredient Finder M at level 75, and at 50, got Helping Speed M. And then at level 100, it does have Skill Trigger M, but that is so far away, we're gonna block that out. And the level of this specific Dragonite is level 46. It seems it's been evolved twice, and the total inventory is 30. So this has got less than 200 hours sleep time. That's actually impressive for a Dragonite because it requires so many resources to get it up there. Now, I would say on this specific Dragonite, if you strike out the helping bonus or the helping speed M actually, yeah, it's probably more fair to strike out the helping speed M, and then you have a neutral nature Dragonite with double corn, helping bonus, berry finding, and ingredient finding M coming in at level 75. That is ways away on this pseudo legendary, so I'm actually going to block this one out for now. So we're looking at, for the most part, a 26% ingredient rate. That is very high. For most berry specialists, you probably don't want an ingredient rate this high. And so overall, though, it's just the power that Dragonite has. It has the strongest berry, it is fast, it has a high ingredient rate as an ingredient specialist, so those ingredient drops are actually going to be huge. And then the specific Dragonite has berry finding with the helping bonus. Helping bonus affects your whole team, It's a huge buff. And if we then just zoom this Dragonite to level 75, way into the future, that ingredient rate is going to be 36%. Ridiculous. It does negatively affect the berry finding production overall, but for the most part, if you're running a Dragonite, I think a decent split between berries and ingredients here makes sense. So maybe not the most pristine Dragonite in the world, but overall, I think it makes sense. For example, if you are already satisfied with having a triple herb Gengar and you don't really care too much about corn, so you don't want to hunt the Stuffle, then this Dragonite kind of does a lot of stuff all at the same time. It farms a lot of Dragon type berry, which is nice. It does heal itself a little bit, which is nice, especially with the energy recovery up nature. It's basically going to live here. If you have a decent healer, this is going to live at 150% all day, every day for the most part. And that's going to be pretty good, especially at level 100 when it gets skill trigger M. So pretty decent Dragonite here. Hope you're happy with it. And we can hop next to Tyranitar, another pseudo legendary. So got a lot of pseudos in this video. We have Tyranitar, and it is Godzilla, level 42, with a naughty nature. This time it's flipped around, so it's got speed of help up, which is huge. We're gonna block out some of these, and we're gonna have a look at the ingredient list, and for that, we're gonna hop on over to my website. So if we click around a little bit here, there we go. We can go to the sleep decks, we can go to ingredients, and the Tyranitar is gonna hide somewhere. There it is. We have the widget, the evolution section, but what we're interested in is the ingredient list. Now, if I paid well enough attention, should have checked this beforehand, but it is ginger, beans, and ginger. That's actually the same ingredient list that I have on my Tyranitar. And if we have a look at that, that is the ABA. So this row right here, it is the lowest average ingredient drop. Now, what's interesting though with the ABA still is the fact that it has some nice synergies with various dishes. So ginger, just mono across the board would possibly be the best one for Tyranitar. But having beans here with the ginger here and here allows you to run the Tyranitar and then have a decent ingredient coverage for the Ninja Salad. Overall, I'm a huge fan of Ninja Salad, so I think overall that ingredient list is pretty fine for Tyranitar. Yes, ginger, beans, ginger. So, what are the sub-skills? This seems to be a super fast Tyranitar. It's got Helping Speed S with a Speed Up nature. It's got a Helping Speed M. It still has the Speed Up nature. And then it has the Berry Finding. So it's kind of a funny Pokemon. It is getting close to level 50. And at level 50, it's going to have quite the berry output. And 29 minutes on a Tyranitar is ridiculous. And yeah, Tyranitar as is has a decent ingredient rate overall. So I would say this is probably a fair compromise on the Tyranitar. Overall, it's probably even better than mine. A little unsure. It's at least pretty close. And yeah, we can also mention at level 100, it gets Ingredient Finder M. It's a little bit too late though. And you then also have to consider the compromise between less berry value and more ingredients and all that. So, and then it has skill trigger as at level 75. Overall, this Tyranitar is pretty solid. It's evolved twice, as put in the thingy here, and it's got 29 inventory. So this one too has been zoomed to level 42. Barely any sleep time, which is surprising. So once you get this to level 50, the stats will look the following. 28, 50 on the speed, ridiculous, with the berry finding. So that is going to be pretty solid. And at Snowdrop Tundra, if you roll salads, this is going to be a huge help for you, especially once you get to level 60. So bit away, get a little bit faster, more ingredients, and are all pretty solid Pokemon. So let's hop on to the final Pokemon in this submission, which is... Man, that picture is way small. Let me double check. That looks like a shiny Wigglytuff. All right, that's nice. Oh, I'm excited. I hope this is good. Let's see. We are going to clear these ones out. And the first thing I see here is the careful nature. That is the absolute best nature you can possibly have on a Wigglytuff. So we're starting off hot. Level is 56. And I assume it's been evolved twice, but we can actually solve that. So it's got Mono Honey, nice. But let's put in 2,000 hours here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this actually has more than 2,000 hours. Ridiculous. It's got 31 in the inventory, and that is the only way that it can have 31. Okay, in terms of the sub skills, woo, this is really, really strong. It's got Helping Speed M. It's got Skill Trigger M. Whoops. My bad. And that's basically what you want on a healer. You have Main Skill Chance Up Nature. You have Skill Trigger M, huge combo. And then actually, having Helping Speed M is stronger than Skill Trigger S. Obviously, if you can have all of those, that's best, but you know, you can't always hit everything, always. And then at level 50, it's got Ingredient Finding M. Not a huge fan of that personally, but it is Mono Honey. So this can actually produce a decent amount of honey over time, despite the fairly low ingredient rate. And then at level 75, you get some inventory. That's kind of nice. I like inventory on the skill specialists. And you got Helping Bonus. Man, if you had switched out the Ingredient Finder M here for Helping Bonus, this would be a ridiculous Wigglytuff. Although, since you have put in 2,000 hours on it already, this is pretty solid as is. And whenever you get to level 100, if ever, this is going to be a very, very strong healer. Overall, I think 2 with the inventory coming in at level 75, you probably don't have to hunt for another healer. You just need to save up 1 to 4 more seeds, as it is main skill level 6, and just ride this Wigglytuff. Is this really a shiny? Does look like it. Kind of cracked. So congratulations, you found a usable shiny. Better yet, a usable healer that is a shiny. Pretty crazy. So hope you enjoyed this breakdown, Brandon. For everyone else, you can leave a like on this video if you would like to see more content like this in the future. Final reminder, you can check out the nirtheart Discord. Link is in the video description. And you can also do that by becoming a YouTube member. The Discord is for people who have either an active YouTube memberships or have been YouTube members in the past, because once you become a YouTube member, you get to keep the access as long as you follow the rules. So that was my final call to action. If you like this content, and I'll see you around in another video. Thank you for watching.